Yeah, so once again, the bucket holds 1800 versus 1860 versus 1300. It takes 1% of the pile down every time I do a scoop, so that means I'm going to have to make 50 trips. Or 51. Oh gosh. Alright, well, here we go. Man, couldn't they have put the buckets at the front of the plant? Dag nabbit. Well, the moment of truth. Oh. Frick. Put the arm up. Lean in. Put the bucket down. There it goes. Look at the money roll in there. It's like a $3,000 or $4,000 bucket, so it is worth it. It's just I'm stuck now. Okay, I think I just need to go to bed. We're gonna do this like real life, man. I'm gonna do this whole thing inside the cab, just like the real thing, man. Just like the real thing. And gosh darn it. Well, only like 700 more trips to go. Look at that money roll in, though, man. I've made like 4 trips and made... I mean, this is a lot of money, but what a pain. Just paid off $50,000 in debt. Oh, yeah. I mean, the silage is a pain in the butt, but it just paid off $50,000 in debt. I've only got 50 left to pay. It's great. Well, good and bad news. I've only just scratched the surface of the pile. I started at 50. I'm down to 44%. But the good news is, you know, a couple more scoops and I'm going to be out of debt. So it's worth it. It's just a pain. It's kind of mind-numbingly, it reminds me of real life. Next time it won't be so bad because the silage will be right across. I won't have to keep driving back and forth. And I'll probably end up buying a bigger, you know, like a big front-end loader that can carry, because this carries 1,000. I guess the big front-end loader carries 10,000 per scoop, so that's a $39,000 scoop right there. As opposed to about a $4,000 or $5,000 scoop. So yeah, it's going to be good, but it's obviously requiring a lot of work, and it's going to require some equipment too, because I'm going to have to get some serious mowing equipment. And you know, it's cool. That's what this game is about. It's finding different ways to make money, and there's a way that I was not aware of, and it's definitely a good way to make money. And you know, this makes a lot more money than anything else, but it takes more steps, obviously, so there's a reason why it pays more. But it's kind of the opposite of canola. It requires way more work, but it pays way more. So anyway, back to work. By the way, for some reason I found this is way easier to control the bucket and all that stuff from inside the cab, like you're really doing it. And I've never driven a bucket loader before. But for whatever reason, I feel like this is much easier getting lined up and stuff to do it from inside. And I don't get stuck as much, so there you go, nice and easy. Back to work. Man, one more scoop and my debt is going to be wiped clean. Holy crap. Day 9, the magic day, dude. I'm telling you what. Today was magic. And that does it. See you later, debt. Boop. My debt is erased. No more debt, no more interest. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, my time. I did it again. And I am not even tired. This is bad. I gotta go to bed. But I don't have to get it till 10 tomorrow, so I guess there's a bright side. If there's a bright side to staying up late. I have junked out all this week, man. I gotta back off, dude. This is getting crazy. This is insanity. But I'm addicted. It's like Skyrim. At least I'm getting my work done. Okay, I've been doing this for almost an hour now. I just can't mentally do it anymore. I might just take out a loan to get a big front-end loader and then just pay it off with the rest of this and then be done with it. I have all this... I'm always conniving, aren't I? I think that's what we're going to do. This is just taking way too long. It's insane. I mean, this is insanity. There's nothing sane about what I'm doing. So I need a bigger bucket. This has just got to go faster. I can't take it anymore. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to pick up this weight and take all this stuff back to the shop And I'm going to sell a couple things, and then we'll take out a big loan and get a nice front-end loader and use the rest of the silage. I still have 40, which equates to, well, let's say it was 10. That would be $390,000. I mean, I just, the amount of money isn't, $39,000, right? 10% would be, I have to think, it's $3,900 per one. So $39,000 for 10 times 4. So let's say $40,000 times 4. So there's about $150,000 still in this bin. I just can't take it anymore. So that's my plan. I'll take you there when we go to get it. Right now I'm just going to get this tractor cleaned up and get those little trailers back to the shop. In fact, I got to find my other. Okay, this guy's at the hay baler. He's doing fine. That guy's good. So this is really the one that needs to come back. So I'm going to do our little fancy trick here, and I'm going to raise the front and pick up the battery on the front, or the weight. So now I have all the weights, and I'm going to carry them back with me. And then I'm going to come back and get those trailers and sell them. And do a little front-end loader magic. Craziness. The good news is, now that I know what I'm doing, though, I'm kind of making money hand over fist. This will be good. This next harvest, well, it'll probably still take a couple days, maybe 2 days, but I'll still have some serious. Once that canola comes in, that's $150,000 or $180,000, $150,000 of canola. I've got the sheep thing going. That's going to be that's profitable. That's, you know, if I fill up a trailer, that's going to be $70,000, $80,000 right there. So I'm going to get a big lawnmower. I'm going to get a windrower. I'm just going to get all kinds of equipment, and we're going to start really cutting grass, and I probably am going to start planting grass too. Oh, and once you plant grass once, you never have to plant it again. So, yeah, anyway. We'll see what works, but so far this seems like the most profitable way to do it. So, all right, I'll see you on the flip side here. You got to admit, that looks pretty freaking cool. For the, you know, $5,000 I'll get back. Oh, should probably watch where I'm driving. The $5,000 I'll get back, it might not be, I'm going to miss that look. But it's not, they just don't have the capacity that I need. You know, I think with those like 3,000 or 4,000 a piece. So one good scoop from a decent sized harvester, and yeah. I may not even need to upgrade my harvester for a while, because honestly, if I'm going to be doing grass, the harvester is not what you use. So I could probably turn that thing in, and after this next harvest, and we'll see. We'll see. I just won't need to run it. Got to think about it. Well, I got almost $3,000 back for the cutter tool. So yeah, these are $4,000. It's a bit of a loss. So now, well, oh, good grief. Let's borrow everything that we can, and then we'll bring back what we don't need, because I can pay it back today without getting any interest. So we'll take out $200,000, and let's see what we can buy, because we're idiots. I am an impulse buyer, aren't I? This is what happens, I guess, a little bit in real life, too. All right, so we're going to need... Definitely want to look at the front-end loaders. Wheel loader, I think, is probably... What does the telehandler do? What's the difference? I think the wheel loader is going to have the giant bucket. It doesn't say a capacity. But... it uses... I think these use the same... Wait, this thing's a lot smaller... But it's a smaller, that's a smaller bucket too, for sure. So, yeah. Whoa, excuse me. That's not what we're going to use. We're going to do the big one. It's freaking expensive to operate. Dang it. Oh, it's going to cost a fortune. But hopefully I'll be making a fortune, so that's the deal, right? And it can do big logs too. That's cool. Hopefully that's not going to be a regret purchase. Boy, that was expensive. Holy crap. Like, You'd think you'd have some money left over with that, you know? There's nothing left. Oh, look at the size of that flippin' bucket. Baby. It's kind of a weird steer. Oh, this thing's great. Well, alright, so there's that. I was thinking of getting another tractor, but I don't need another tractor. I need mowing equipment. My brain has to stabilize here. Alright, so money-wise, I gotta watch, too, because we're going to start running out of money. So we had the windrower. This guy's big enough. And we've got... What else did we need? I've got the collection cart. Oh, we need the other mower, the bigger mowers. 52,000 flippin' bucks. That's some money. Okay. Well, welcome to your new life. And I still have $51,000 to spare, though. Yeah, and I'm going to hold on to that. I'm not going to pay the bank back today because... Wait, didn't I just buy it? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So. This guy... We're going to have to stop at the garage with everything, I think, so... Wow, that's cool. Look at that thing. Oh, and I have to look at the horsepower requirements. I should have checked that out. I think the 190 horsepower tractor should be enough, but... let's look in the store and just kind of look at what we got going. This requires 190 horsepower. Wow, and this requires 90. I don't have a tractor that can run those both at the same time. Wow. Okay, well, but that is what it is. I mean, we'll run this on one tractor, and it's going to require... Let's see what happens when I turn it on. How do we do this? We're going to unfold it. B. Unfold X. It's going to tell me I don't have enough horsepower. Oh, it's doing it. Okay, well maybe the 90 will be able to run both. We'll see. All right, so we're gonna fold the mower. No, that was lower the mower. I want to fold the mower. Fool. Okay, so there's that. So I'm gonna work very desperately at getting them. That's look at the size of those things. Holy crap. That should be everything I need for mowing, though. And I might not even need that attachment yet. Holy crap! I'm going to have to get a bigger collector tray too. Jeepers criminy. I don't know if my 190 horsepower tractor is going to be enough to... My goodness, I can't even drive straight. Alright, well, I'm going to work on getting this back. Can I just say that this thing is freaking awesome? Look at that thing. Look at... That's just incredible. I think we're going to get this job done a lot faster now. And I think in the long run, this thing's going to just get parked over here and get all covered in poop and silage, and it's going to make my life. It's going to make me $1 million. I mean, right now it's going to make me 100,000 at least. So, I can't wait to try this thing out. Definitely not as spry as the little tractor I was using, but it's okay if you're getting 10 loads done in the time it took to do one. I'm okay with that. Ooh, look at the cushion interior. Just all machine, man. All machine. Alright, so here we are. Let's get this baby down and operating. So we're going to put the bucket... Does the bucket go up? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we're going to load that down. Alright, so we're going to get in here and scoop to our heart's content. Oh, yeah, this thing holds a ton. Oh my gosh, look at this. How do you get it all, though? $6,400 as opposed to $1,800. So that's just, you know, incredible. This is going to get the job done in like 4 or 5, maybe 6 trips. We're good. We are good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Totally worth it. That was a frickin' $21,000 scoop. $21,000 in a scoop. Oh, love the math. Hello, day 9. The only thing I don't like is it's really weird when it turns. It's real funky feeling when it's turning, but this thing's going to pay for itself quick. Just the fact that I can move that much stuff that quickly. This is what this game's about, man. Moving stuff quickly. I'm so glad I didn't... Because I read a note online. They're like, oh, you can't use silage from the cow pen. And I'm like, oh, no. But I can. So, ha ha ha. Yes, you can. It's a lie. So here we go. Boy, it's really hard to steer from the outside. Weird. We'll get a little dumping action here. Get that bucket up. Oh man, that goes way up too. That's cool. No weight required. Dumping all that silage in. Look at that. Yeah, I got a bunch of scoops left, so we're gonna cash in on this one. So all I have to say with this thing right now is awesome tractor, really irritating camera. Every time you touch the steering wheel, the camera moves. That's really disorienting. It's not a good setup. But, it's a heavy equipment, so you're not really supposed to be driving around lickety-split. It's much easier to drive from the cabin, I will say that. And that's what I've been doing. I get about a little bit over 2% a scoop, so we're at 22% now. I've already reached $194,000. So I can't even fathom. We're going to hit at least $250,000. I mean, it's just, I'll be able to pay the loan back today and still have money left over to operate. So with a brand new tractor, this huge monster thing that's going to stay over by the silage pits unless I absolutely need it somewhere else. But I even may have enough to sell the steer and get another New Holland, or maybe even a larger tractor for the mowing, because I'm kind of afraid that my 190 horsepower tractor just isn't going to be enough. I might need that. Can you hear me? I might need that Lamborghini, because that's the next 200 horsepower option. So that's the next higher, $200,000, but I think it's like a 320 or 220 horsepower tractor, which should be enough to run those mowers. So we'll see. I'm going to test it out first before I go hog wild on buying another tractor. But if I can sell this, you know, the steer or the steer really isn't that good at this is crazy. I can't talk and drive at the same time. The steer is really not that good at front end loading. And since I've got this bucket truck now, and I've got the loader in the New Holland, I don't really need to have, oh my gosh, I don't really need to have another, you know, front loader. And since that thing really doesn't work very well like that anyway, I don't need, I don't know, I can relegate the 140 horsepower tractor to another job. So we'll see. Of course, all those bigger tractors cost more money to operate, but it's a trade-off. So we'll see what happens. It's getting interesting now. So folks, I really am a true believer that biomass is the way to go in this game. I don't know, I've heard that logging is kind of the same thing, but the money, I bet you they change that in a patch. I hope they don't. But because there's a lot of steps to get there. But look at that. I mean, I still have like 14 or 15% of the silage left. And I only did a 50% bin. I mean, I've made at least $400,000 off this work, but now I've been working like crazy. For real time, I've been working on this for probably 2 hours. I mean, you know, and or more. So I guess in a sense, you work for what you get, but still, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It seems quite incredible to me. So, see, I still got 13% left. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm gonna have that. I can actually pay. After I dump this, I'm gonna pay that loan off again. I bet you I'll have enough to buy a nice big tractor. I'm serious. We're gonna have enough. It's the truth. It's what your mother taught you about the credit cards. Oh, you have 0% interest for a month or 3 months? Oh, perfect. You buy it and you pay it off before it comes due. So in this case, you have a 1-day grace period. I knew that I had at least 150 or 200,000 in there, and I sure did. So I just paid off that $200,000 loan that I just took out, and I still have $116,000 to boot, plus this amazing tractor. Plus, I know now where I'm taking my business. I am no longer going to be going down the combine / farming harvester route, because there's just way more money in this. It's not even close. I mean, there's no point in even doing the regular farming, because, you know, all the equipment that you have for this and all the equipment you have for that, the regular farming takes up, it's time consuming. This is time consuming too, but you make way more money. So, you know, this is how I'm going to fund my logging business. This is how I'm going to fund buying all those fields. I'm going to get out there after I harvest the last load. I may not even harvest it. I might just let it go. We'll see how far along it is, but I might just reseed today and put down grass and then sell all the tractors and get one good tractor. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep going here, but this might turn into something crazy. I have crazy plans here. Just crazy. I'm actually going to plow under a crop. I know it sounds nuts, but I want to get started right away. And to be honest with you, I can sell the harvester. I won't even need it. I'm not going to need a harvester because we're doing grass. But I am going to need some serious trailers and stuff like that. So that's going to be, I need to sell some stuff and buy some stuff. It's going to be interesting. But I won't need the trailers anymore. Like the grain trailers. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff I can sell. So we'll do what's best, but it's going to be an interesting sell-off here coming up momentarily, because I've got one more load after this. And I am done. I'm done. Whoops, I could dump half of it out. That was bad. Bad shooting there. I'm getting tired. It's really late now. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Thankfully, I don't have anything going on. Well, I do have a video project tomorrow evening, but I'll sleep late, so this is why I'm going out of business. Actually, it's not really, but, you know, it's interesting because obviously being in the photography business, this is our slow season. Now, we'll pick up again around Christmas, but I've been, you know, making sales calls and finishing up a lot of projects that, you know, are from the season that need to get done. So, you know, it's a busy time for me, but I'm not making a ton of money. Now, I do have about $3,000 billed out right now. So, and there'll be a little bit more. I have a video project I'm finishing up. I finished up today, so there should be more money coming in, but it's just, it's tough at times, you know? So anyway, there we go. There's the last load. So we're going to end up with over $200,000 plus all the equipment I'm going to sell. I really only need one tractor after this. You know, 2 tractors. I've got the one that's going to be the forklift over that deals with the sheep. And that guy, that's the New Holland tractor, and he's just fine. He's perfect because he's, you know, he's got everything he needs to do that job. But I am going to probably sell his lawn trailer and get a much bigger lawn trailer because the amounts that I'm going to need to haul are going to be huge. So here we go. Let's see how this business does, and I'm going to toss it up there. It's a little bit of a risk, but I don't think it's going to be much of a risk, to be honest. All right. See you in a few minutes.